to the core. Noahsaurus racks on the prowl, beneath the blood-red cowl. Unstoppable force of night, shadows run from his sides. Smoke the ground, shake the trees, rattle bones bring you to your knees. Noahsaurus, he's the king, dino rain he will bring. Noahsaurus, he's the king, dino rain he will bring. Dino rain he will bring.
Alright, this is good. Pretty dang solid. We all kind of knew who the winner was going to be. I didn't really care who won, but still a great video. That's weird. Why does the thumbnail look like that? No, seriously, what are they doing with these thumbnails? Why do they look like this?
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
In today's video, we're going to be talking about some stuff that I just really need to get off my chest, especially Dinosaur World Tournament 2. Now, this series starts off pretty good, pretty decent dinosaurs. We did have some old chaps with us, the Carno and the Noahsauruses. They did die, which is a bit of a shame, but it makes sense for their opponents later on. Now, the second round, it was pretty solid at first until the fourth video. The video was Salamotyrannus versus Gigantospinosaurus. And what you don't know is Gigantospinosaurus was the first ever Stegosaurus to win in a battle, and the rest of them lost, mostly by Ceratopsians. And Salamotyrannus, he was doing pretty good in battle until he lost. Now, I'm not talking about why he should have won. I'm talking about why he should have won for the tournament. Because if Salamotyrannus won, and he fought Ceratosaurus, and he won, he could have fought Tarbosaurus if he won. And I feel like that would have been a lot better for the tournament, especially because if Ceratosaurus beats Gigantospinosaurus, it's not going to be as cool, and Tarbosaurus is going to be like a lot bigger than Ceratosaurus. But if you add Salamotyrannus to the mix, you get something interesting. You get two T-Rexes fighting each other. Now, Salamotyrannus isn't actually a part of the Tyrannosaurid family. It's actually a Metricanthosaurid, but it still looks pretty Tyrannosaurid-like, if you get what I'm saying. And there's also the voting. Now, I don't know if there's actually voting that I'm not seeing. I do know that I feel like the voting started with Suchomimus and Therizinosaurus, from what I'm seeing. And there was also the voting back with the semifinals with T-Rex, Spinosaurus, Giganotosaurus, and Triceratops. I know there was voting there, but I didn't see it in the community post unless I'm missing something. Now, if there is voting that I'm not seeing, why, out of all the things, did they vote for Gigantospinosaurus over this T-Rex? Like, that is so dumb. I don't get that. But if there wasn't voting that I'm not hearing, why didn't Pong make Salamotyrannus win to make it more interesting? Oh, is it because there needs to be 4 carnivores and 4 herbivores? Like there was in the last tournament? There was T-Rex, Spinosaurus, Giganotosaurus, and Carnotaurus. And Triceratops, Pentaceratops, Ankylosaurus, and Iguanodon. If that's the case, then why didn't you make Diceratops win against Ceratosaurus? So that way, we can have Salamotyrannus into the mix if he wins against Diceratops. Also, Pong 1977 has not been posting those videos for quite some time. It's usually doesn't take that long for him to do it. Back in his old days, it took him 2 years to finish the tournament, and it's been like, what, 5 or 6 years since the second tournament's video, and now we're still in round 2. Like, it should not take that long Like, I get people can be busy or get busy with life, but he should at least let us know in the community posts. Like, if he's feeling lazy, he could try and say something, although I don't blame him if he is lazy, because he's been working for so long and he has so many videos, so many projects to work on, that it's like good to take a break. But for 6 months just concerns me. I mean, I sometimes get lazy or just don't have enough time to post one of my videos on the right time because I get lazy and don't edit the video, and it takes so long that I just don't feel like doing it because, you know, it's long and I feel like I won't get it done in time, especially on the day that I'm editing it. Like, if I don't edit it at all and I'm working on it on the day that's supposed to be uploaded, sometimes it could take me like almost the entire day. Not really, but it could take me to the hour it's supposed to be posted on, which is 3 p.m. But Pong should at least finish it, because he did it with the second one. I mean, not the second one. He did it with the first one. He could do it with the second one instead of re-uploading the Dino Master series, which have the same models but different colors. I don't really know how he got those models for his videos. Like, is he the one that made the show a while back and he just doing something different or something? I don't even know how he does his videos. Like, what app does he use for his videos? I'm not sure. But yeah, it should not take that long. Like, he could have been done by now instead of taking forever, and that's why his views are decreasing, because he takes too long to make those videos. His tournament could have been great if he made some normal Tyrannus one, for the reasons I just explained. Okay, now that we're done talking about him, let's talk about Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, I have seen this movie, and I do have my thoughts. It's just okay. That's what everyone's been saying about it, because they're diehard Jurassic Park fans. Some people love it, some people hate it, some have mixed thoughts on it. While I did have some fun with it, I do have my doubts. Every dinosaur only got one scene in the movie, except for the D-Rex, Mutodon, Spinos, and Mosas. I just feel like it wasn't enough for them, because they just all got their own separate environment, and that was it. We never saw them again. The Spinos, I feel like, were done dirty, because it's the dinosaur that everyone's been wanting to see for like 24 years, and I'm not counting the one from Camp Cretaceous. I'm talking about the live action stuff. And everyone was so hyped for the Spinosaurus, and then it just gets so little screen time, and then that's it. Never seen again. And everyone was hyped hearing that the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus might return, but it turns out it doesn't. And to be fair, how would the Spinosaurus be on that island, since it was for experiments and stuff? Like, did it swim over there? And I'm not saying that's on Manticore Island, because I refuse to believe that is the same Spinosaurus. It don't sound the same. It might look a little like the same. It looks completely different from the one from Jurassic Park 3, but it don't sound the same. It does sometimes, but not mostly. And then there was the Raptors. The Raptors were done so dirty. They were sneaking up on Xavier, I think his name. He's taking a piss, and then they start sneaking up on him. And then as they're about to jump on him, a Mutodon comes and kills one of them. And then we never see them again. Like, what happened to that one scene in the trailer where it's like, please don't say they're Raptors. They're Raptors. I heard that there is an extended version coming, so maybe that scene will show more of the Raptors, give them more juice, give them their own scene. I hope so, at least, because I want to see those Raptors clearly and not just get killed off. Because they look cool. They remind me from the ones from Jurassic Park 3 with the quills, and their face is so pretty. The Titanosaurus scene, it was pretty emotional. I liked it, although they could have had more screen time. The Quetzalcoatlus, I don't like the design, although although there was that one scene where it, like, swallows the guy whole, and I was uncomfortable. I know, Quetzalcoatlus can do that, but I have, like, never seen it with, like, my own two eyes swallow a human whole. Like, that's disturbing. There was Dolores, the Aquilops. It was alright. Dolores was just there. I'm telling you, Dolores is a war criminal. Do not trust that face. The Mosasaurus was good. For some reason, they're saying that's the same one from Jurassic World, which I refuse to believe. Like, they cannot just change the design without explanation. That could literally just be a different Spinosaurus. Like, just say it's a different Spinosaurus, and not Spinosaurus. Why did I say Spinosaurus? A different Mosasaurus, and call it a day. But the only question is, who made it? Was that InGen's original Spinosaurus? Why do I keep saying Spinosaurus? Was that InGen's original Mosasaurus? I mean, it definitely could be if that's a possibility. But we would have, like, known about it later on. But speaking of marine reptiles, there's one scene where they're like have a ton of fish in the net, and then they cut the rope, and then a Dunkleosteus head is seen there. So Dunkleosteus is indeed canon to the Jurassic franchise, and you're not gonna believe what else is canon. This little freaking bird. I'm just kidding. It's the Megalodon. As they're talking about this Megalodon, they were saying it's a live one. So it is confirmed Megalodon is indeed canon to the Jurassic franchise. That is actually really cool. I would like to see a Megalodon fight a Mosasaurus. Now all they need is the toy. But I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room. I'm just kidding. The more the merrier. The more dinosaurs at the franchise, or prehistoric marine reptiles, or flyers, or mammals, is always welcome to the franchise. It's just gonna give my shelf some breathing room. I don't have any rebirth toys yet. Now let's talk about the juiciest dinosaur in this movie. The T-Rex. Now, I'm not saying it's because it's my favorite dinosaur. It's because it's the truth. This scene was the best scene in the movie. The river raft scene. Taken straight from the book. It was pure cinema. The T-Rex looks so good. And they treated it like it was an actual animal. Like, when they saw the human, when he saw the humans, it didn't just roar at them. It just kind of walked toward them, just looking at them curiously. And then just playing with him with a little bit, like a cat playing with its food. Or a mouse, you know what I mean. And then it finally roars, and dear God, does it deliver. T-Rex's roars should not have that much aura. They just do for no reason. No wonder you hear Jurassic Park, T-Rex roars in other movies. It's that iconic, man. We really need to see more of that T-Rex. Now let's talk about the mutants. Also, Ankylosaurus was in the film for like 4 seconds, and that was it. It gets a full-on render when it only has 4 seconds of screen time. Okay, anyways, mutant time. The Mutodons were okay. They're like treating them like they're the new Raptors of the franchise. Like, bro, you're not going to be as good as the big one. I'm sorry. You're just not. And then there's the D-Rex, which definitely had more potential to be more threatening. We saw it in the beginning and in the end. But if it was in the middle, like if the group saw like its footprints, like saying, what is that? Or we saw its head, its eyes in the forest, like lurking around. And that could build up some suspense for the D-Rex. Make it more of a threat instead of it just being there. And especially for the ending. Because if they gave the D-Rex more screen time, then that definitely could have been an opportunity for a fight scene. And speaking of fight scene, there was no fight scene. Now, for the way that the movie is, I feel like that they made the right choice, especially because the D-Rex got little screen time. It was just there. Because if the D-Rex had showed up, it would be like, oh, it's another Jurassic World movie, whatever. But if they gave him more screen time, then they should have added a fight scene. And the original ending was the T-Rex and the D-Rex fighting, and the T-Rex kills them. Don't really know how. And when I first saw the movie, I was like, oh, disappointed. And I saw Slick's video, and I was totally related to the raptor. Gareth! I mean, you got the Spinos, the Mosa, and the T-Rex, which we all thought was going to jump the T-Rex in the movie. But nope, that didn't even happen. I was mad at Gareth at first, but when I got time to warm up to it and realized that the T-Rex didn't really get as much screen time as it did, then yeah, I just kind of accepted it. But yeah, T-Rex takes the cake. I mean, of course he does. He's in the logo, except for Jurassic Park 3. That was Spinosaurus stuff. Okay, now let's move on to Dinosaur King. Now, I have never seen the show fully, but I never wanted to because of Terry and Spiny. They always get beat up, especially Spiny. They get beat up a lot by these kids that I don't even know if they know what they're doing, because the Alpha Gang is just booty on controlling these dinosaurs. That's what I've heard, at least. But if it's the professor or the twin kids controlling them, then they're a lot stronger and can beat them. Now, I've never seen like a fight scene where they fight with them, but I don't know. That's just what I've heard. I'm just a messenger. But yeah, I definitely watch it if Terry like beats up Chomp a lot, because I feel like it would show that Terry's not a pushover and not just a punching bag. Same with Spiny. Okay, now let's talk about my update on Stick Nose. Now, I get a lot of comments saying for me to link One Eye, when I told them many times. There's a link on Mega T-Rex's community post with the One Eye link. And I've gotten a lot of drama recently. And as you might know, I got the Black Jet T-Rex skin. Not the skin, the stick. The stick. And Mega T-Rex said he gave it to me, and at first he said don't like give it to anyone, and of course I didn't give it to anyone. But then over time he just said I could do it. Like, he literally said he doesn't care. So I did, because I figured, you know, people would like to use it. And then people accused me of stealing it when I never stole it. Mega T-Rex gave it to me. And this all started with the One Eye incident. Now, there was this one guy, I don't really know what his name was, but he had the One Eye stick. I asked him if he could give it to me. He said no. And then I asked another guy who had the One Eye stick, and he gave it to me. And then it was me, that one guy's stick. And then we got into a bit of an argument when I didn't know it was a stick. And then sometime later, Mega T-Rex made a community post with One Eye in it. So it didn't matter that I already had it. Although it was a little different because his mouth was a little bit wonky. So I deleted that stick and got that one, and I just call it a day. But for some reason, people still accuse me of being a stealer, which I wasn't. I just got it from someone else. In my video with Omega09, Terry, and Noahsaurus Rex, that is on hold right now. It will be done. I just barely worked on it because I have other projects I'm doing right now, but it will be done, don't worry. And speaking of projects, Noahsaurus Rex, it is also on hold because one of my figures, my Spiny figure, one of my friends from the Mighty Reptilians, he had a little hole, so I gave it to my grandma, saying, can you sew this up, because sometimes she sews up my blankets and plushies, and her house is 2 hours away, so I have to wait until I get it back or I go over there, and I don't feel like going over there because it's 2 hours and it's kind of, I don't know, boring there. But once I get it back, I will let you all know, and then I will continue filming, of course. There will be 2 parts left. So there's how many parts do I have? I think I have 5 right now, so there will be 7 parts of Noahsaurus Rex Always Fight. I've always just had the idea of just having all my T-Rex figures do something, and I had this big one. I just got an idea one day, and I was like, you know what? I think people are gonna like this. And once I work on it, I'm like, I don't know if people are really gonna like it. And the views didn't get as much as Noahsaurus Rex Roberta and King of T-Rexes, which I don't really know why those got the views they did, because I didn't edit them as good as today. But it is what it is. But trust me, Noahsaurus Rex 5 will be a masterpiece. Trust me. And I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe to see more videos. It always makes my day when I see a subscriber. And why don't you leave a comment? It also makes my day. I just love seeing comments. And make sure you hit that bell button to get notified when I post a new video. I'm Noahsaurus Rex, the King of T-Rexes, and I'll see y'all later.